In 29 days between mid-January and mid-February, I read 10 books. And by books, I mean this kind of book, not this kind of book, in my current target language, which is Swedish. And I had so many reflections on this process and the benefits of it and the do's and don'ts that I thought instead of making one of my standard kind of 30-minute videos on it, I would make 10 short videos on it, each containing a single pearl of wisdom. Or as a humble person would put it, each containing a single thought or reflection or lesson. This series of videos is loosely based on some longer format articles that can be found on my Patreon page, along with a whole lot of other stuff like podcasts, interviews with successful language learners, me answering people's specific questions and addressing them by name, and in general being less YouTuberish, so if that interests you then check it out. And the first pearl of wisdom is start reading, keep reading. Oh, pearl of wisdom, innit? Fly this man to Stockholm to give him the Nobel Prize in scientific research. But seriously, the emphasis being on the keep reading part. And I don't mean keep reading your first book until you've finished it. I mean keep reading forever, for the rest of your life. You're not aiming to be someone who can say that they've read all 7 Harry Potters in Spanish or something like that. You're aiming to be someone who just reads in Spanish now. Don't consider the completion of one book or a series of books or even a list of books to be the completion of your reading in your target language. Now hear me properly, I'm not suggesting that you can study French for 12 weeks and then jump straight into reading The Count of Monte Cristo in French. It took me 12 weeks to read that thing in English. It is massive. I'm joking, I haven't read it. I'm just saying that when you start reading, you've started an eternal journey. I've now read 20 proper-sized books in Swedish, and I have a goal, at least for the time being, of getting to 100. Now, 100 is not a special number, okay? Humans have invented its significance. It's not like when I read 100 books in Swedish, I'll be like, I'm now blessed with the spirit of Astrid Lindgren. No, it's just, I read in Swedish now. I'm not going to stop. Why would I stop? So bear that in mind when you're choosing your first book or your second book or your 14th book. You're not choosing books so that you can say like, oh yeah, I've read Stieg Larsson in the original Swedish. I think it's better. If that's why you're choosing books, then you're doing it to show off. And let's face it, there are quicker, easier, better ways of showing off than reading in another language. So anyway, the point is start reading, keep reading, like forever, and make sure you stay tuned for the next video in the series, which is about how translations can be better than the original. Yes, that's what I said. Thanks for watching. Bye.